Hi, I'm Grant Moon. The next video that we're going to make is to be able to clip shoes. We're going to do two methods, bob punch clip and a hammer clip. Bob punch clip is a three-step process and a hammer clip is a two-step process. It's important to remember that because many times people use a bob punch and they try to do it in two steps and then they end up with a weak clip. When I make a hammer clip, the first thing I do is got to get a good posture at the anvil. That means I get my shoulder in line with the face of the anvil. Once I've got into a good posture, I put the shoe over the edge of the anvil about 1/8 of an inch. If I want a bigger clip, I'll hang over more. If I want a smaller clip, I'll hang over less. I've got the shoe not quite a 45-degree angle. Once the shoe's over the edge of the anvil, my hammer is trying to hit through the shoe and hit the corner of the anvil. Okay, so it's hitting directly into the corner of the anvil. And you've got to look at what you're hitting. And I keep hitting into the corner of the anvil. And as I hit into the corner of the anvil, the material will be displaced over the edge because it's hanging over. Once I've gone about 3/4 of the way through, then I've created the material for the clip. At that point, I'll go to the near side of the anvil and I'll hit down onto the clip. Once I've set the clip, I'll set the clip a couple of times flat. As I'm hitting it flat, I'm dropping my shoe. That's breaking the clip over the edge. Once I've set the clip, then I use the corner of the hammer with overlapping blows to draw the clip up to its optimum height. Get into a good posture at the anvil, put the shoe 1/8 of an inch over the edge, lift up, look at where you're going to hit. Hit it into the corner, aiming for the corner of the anvil. Three-quarters of the way through, level behind the clip. And there we've got the material to draw a clip from. Place my shoe on the anvil, put my bob punch on the shoe about 1/8 of an inch back from the edge. Start the bob punch into the shoe vertically, then lean it back and aim for the outside corner. Once we're 3/4 of the way through, you can just put it on the edge of the hardy hole and give it one just to set it. At this point, we've started the clip, but there's nothing bent back to make the clip. So we've done stage one. Now we've got to create stage two. That's to take the bubble and bend it back. Okay, so stage two, I'll be able to put it on the edge of the anvil and set the bubble back. And we visualize where we're going to set it back to. So it's not to the edge, it's going to come back a little bit to give a bit of thickness in the base of the clip. So stage two, I'll put the shoe over, hold it about 45 degrees, hit flat down onto the bubble. And as I hit flat down onto the bubble, I drop my tongs. And what I'm doing, I'm not drawing my clip right now, I'm setting the base. And this is where we can look at our bob punch clip. And at this stage, it's been 2 steps to get it to the same stage as we got the hammer clip in 1 step. So we have a bob punch and a hammer clip. At this point, they both look the same when we look at them from behind. So at this point, we've got our bob punch, that's 2 steps to this stage. We've got our hammer, that's 1 step. So now what we can do is we can finish setting our clip and draw our clip. Once you've set our clip, it's not important whether we draw the clip towards us or if we stand to the side and draw a clip. It's whichever method suits you. I tend to stand to the side, I can see a little bit more. So I start flattening at the bottom, and then I start with the corner of the hammer, taking it up to a point. Now it's not a case of dragging the clip out. It's forging the clip out. So I've got my hammer tipped down a little bit, so I'm using the back corner of the hammer, and I'm going to work the clip out up the middle. Once I've gone up once, I can then flatten it, bring it up, get a nice uniform shaped clip. Once I've drawn my clip, I turn the clip towards me. so I can level behind the clip. Once I've leveled behind the clip, I work the clip into the edge of the shoe, hitting overlapping blows flat. Then I set the clip back to the angle of the hoof wall. I set one corner, and the other corner, I get a radius in my clip, so when I burn it on, it'll hit flush to the wall. Now I've got to level my shoe. Look down my shoe and make sure it's flat. And I've got my clip radiused and set to the angle of the hoof wall. So there I've got my bob punch clip. Needs very little cleaning up with a file. If you're going to clean up your clip to improve the shape, you should do it before you burn on. Because if you do it after you've burned on, you're going to have a hole around your clip. So I stand in line with the clip, a couple of hammer blows to start flattening it. Once I've flattened it, I take the corner of the hammer and come up the middle from the base, overlapping my blows, bringing it up to a nice symmetrical point. Once I've got it, come back, nice flattening blows, bring it up, cleaning it, bring it up to the height that we want. The better the shape, less reason to rasp. So now we're going to go turn the clip towards us. It's always best to turn the clip towards you and then level behind it. If you try leveling with the clip away from you, you're quite likely to hit the clip. So I turn the clip towards me, level the shoe behind the clip, forge the clip into the outer perimeter of the shoe. Once the clip's to the perimeter, then I set the corners to set the clip to a radius and to the hoof wall angle. Final leveling, overlapping blows going right around to the clip. Overlapping blows from the clip to the heel. Look to see if I'm level. I'm not. Look down the heels. Make sure everything's flat. There we are. We've got our shoe with a hammer clip. When we look at the clips from the back, we shouldn't be able to identify which is the hammer clip and which is the bob punch clip. What we want is a clip with a strong base tapering to the top, but the top should still have some thickness for strength. Okay, so it's not to have it too thick at the base and very thin at the top, about double thickness at the bottom to at the top of the clip. So it's a nice taper. The last thing we do, we check the nail holes with a Delta 5 slim blade, which works really well in this Delta Challenger shoe. So what we're looking for right now is the clip to be a little bit over double thickness at the base than it is at the point. The point should still have some substance because it doesn't need to bend. So it's to have a strong clip that will be fit flush to the hoof wall. And looking at those clips from this view, we can't tell which is the hammer clip and which is the bob punch clip. And that's important. We shouldn't be able to tell the difference. The bob punch and the hammer are just to create the source material. Drawing the clip is the same thing with both types.